The following is the 6th grade lesson for the 24th of February. Alright, well, first of all, we had a spelling test. So, as you can imagine, make sure you are studying your spelling words. Okay? If you missed the spelling test, come in and see me so you can make that up. Okay? Some reminders. Your AR test is due on Tuesday. Okay? Coming up pretty quick here. FSA writing exams on Tuesday as well. Okay? You're taking that in your homeroom class. It's 120 minutes long, and you should be writing for that 120 minutes. Okay? If you finish early, remember, nothing else is allowed. You can't work on other homework, you can't read a book, you can't doodle, you can't do anything. The only thing you're allowed to do in that 120 minutes is write. Okay? So here's a solution to those who work quickly. Once you're done, go back and rewrite every single sentence one at a time. Make sure that it is the very best sentence that you can give. Okay? And if you still have extra time, add more body paragraphs, find more evidence, elaborate more. There's tons you can do to make sure that your essay takes the entire 120 minutes. Okay? All of your viewing logs are officially late if you haven't turned them in yet, so make sure you're getting those done. Okay? And it's business as usual. In 1 week's time, your reading log number 8 is due. So it's due a week from today, which is next Friday. Okay? So our agenda, we went over evidence, and we're going to hit elaboration, okay? This is just to review Peel. So if you missed the last few PowerPoints, go see those, and definitely pause on these ones, okay? Because we did evidence before, and this is how evidence should look, okay? Always cite your source, even if you're paraphrasing, which remember, I only want one direct quote in this essay. Only one direct quote, no more, okay? Everything else has to be paraphrased. But even with that being said, you still need to tell me where you got it from. And here's 3 different ways that you can do that. Okay? Always cite your source. Cannot say that enough. Alright, then we have elaboration, which is when you explain how the evidence proves your point ties to the claim. Okay? So basically, you're telling me, here's your evidence, and here is how it proves your claim. Alright, so let's say, for example, you're arguing that some people said we didn't go to the moon. And you're saying, yes, we did go to the moon. Okay? And your first point is, you're talking about Armstrong. Okay? Armstrong was one of the guys that went to the moon. Okay? Armstrong, that could be your point. Armstrong is one of the guys that went to the moon. Your evidence could be a quote from Armstrong talking about when he first landed on the moon. Or maybe you're paraphrasing. Okay? You're paraphrasing his first experience as he jumped onto the moon, and he talks about what it was like to be there. Okay? So you have that as your evidence. Okay, how does that prove that Armstrong was on the moon? Well, that's your elaboration. You're not going to summarize your evidence. What you're going to do is you're going to explain how it proves your evidence ties into your point. Okay? Your evidence needs to prove your point, and then needs to prove your claim. You need that. That's your elaboration. Okay? You need elaboration significantly more than you use your evidence. So please make sure that your elaboration is a lot longer. Okay? And here's some examples of elaboration sentences that you can do. Alright, so elaboration is where you show the reader why the evidence is so important as well as why it proves your point. Okay? 2 or 3 sentences of elaboration to prove each piece of evidence. And remember, you need 2 pieces of evidence per point. Okay? And here's some examples of elaboration sentences. Definitely try to take a look at what these examples are doing and maybe memorize a couple of them. That's definitely going to help. Okay? That concludes the lesson of the day.